Um, I, this is a very personal issue, but it is also a very political issue due to it being worldwide type stuff. All right, I guess I'll start now. This is a mostly scripted speech. So I'll start. Hello, Alfred artists and staff who are staying. My name is Moss, and I'm giving the speech about unity in the face of adversity. Today is Wednesday, the 29th, and all across the world, and in just about every city across the US, there are going to be major protests against the current Trump administration. As many people may or may not know, there has been calls for revolution, calls for change via force, and there has been major pushback on that from the administration, where things are going to be heated today. But I find that here at Alfred, we have a unique message that we display. Alfred has always been for the people, by the people, and all that. It was started with the help of the female education societies, with liberal ideas of education for all, and it brought in to accept people of all races very early on. And it is now become something where artists can think and share their thoughts freely. And I find that even though that around the world and here in the United States that there are threats against stuff of freedom of speech, that here at Alfred it's important to protect that freedom that we artists have. To bring a little more context into it, it has become increasingly clear here in the United States that thoughts of diversity and widespread acceptance of things is being shunned by the administration. There have been executive orders removing forms of freedom of speech for international students, specifically trying to protest or talk about Palestine and Hamas in the Israel-Palestine conflict, genocide, all that, which is a very dangerous thing because taking away freedom of speech is dangerous. There's also been executive orders that have been enforced about immigrants and refugees from other countries, where ICE has been coming to schools, churches, homes. They've been taking people indiscriminately, including people who are native to the United States, notably the Navajo people of Arizona. And then finally, there's a lot of attacks on LGBTQ peoples and currently trans people. As a trans person myself, it is very scary. And I find that even though there's a lot of disunity across the country, and specifically for marginalized people, we here at Alfred have a lot of diversity here. And as someone who has been nominated to join the Student Senate for inclusivity, I want to try to make Alfred a place of acceptance and safety. This part is a little subjective, but I and many others believe that the form of government we have is rapidly changing. And from how things have already been set up and how things are being planned, freedoms of speech and expression will be changed very soon. And Alfred is a place of expression. It is a place of art. It is a place of ideas. We have one of the greatest ceramics program in the entire country, and this place has art from visual, music, we got digital, physical, we have just about every medium out there. And one thing that I find to be very hopeful is Alfred's motto is Fiat Lux, which in Latin means let there be light. And I see this this place to have so many bright shining stars where there is so much light to be had here. And in my heart, I feel that with how things are going, light may be extinguished. And I will stand for that, and I will make sure that this place still has the hope and the beauty and the light that it has had for over 100 years. A bit about myself. My family has always been for advocating for rights and everything. To start out, my step-grandpa was born in Nazi Germany when he was 4, when his house got bombed in a British bomb raid. He lived in Germany post World War II and saw a lot of the oppression that was happening there. He later immigrated to the United States and married my grandmother, who has notably been a hippie who has protested at Washington for Vietnam War and so many things for women's rights. And it's been a thing where it's like that has been passed down to my mother, who joined the Board of Education in Fairport to try to fight back against a lot of the book bans that were happening a few years ago and now, and has also joined the PTOT group at Nazareth University as a secretary to help students there with learning how to work with people who have all different capabilities. And it's something where for a while I didn't really understand why they would do so much like this, up until somewhat recently in the past few years, where I've realized that a lot of people don't have a voice, and for a while I didn't have a voice, and I realized that's something that here at Alfred we need to make sure everyone has a voice. There's going to be change. It's going to happen, regardless of how it is, regardless of what changes. Change is going to happen, and it's going to happen fast. And I want to find unity here at Alfred between everyone, regardless of race, gender, culture, capabilities, language, place of origin, everything. I want to make sure this place always has a voice. And it's a difficult thing, and I mean, I'm up here saying I'm joining the student senate, I'm becoming some greater representative, but I still want to be here for the people. Because the friends who are still here, the people who are here to learn and understand, are very important to me and should be important to everyone. It's a difficult thing here at Alfred, but I want to fight to protect our freedoms. And some takeaways from this speech is I do not care if you don't take away that it was me who said this, that it was these specific words. What matters is that we have the ability to express ourselves, that we have to find unity to make sure everyone's voice is heard, everyone's protections are kept, everyone is kept happy. It's a difficult time for everyone, but I find that unity in the Alfred population is extremely important. I hope everyone understands with this is not always a call to action. I'm not saying join all the protests that are happening today. I'm not saying go do everything. But I'm saying that stuff is changing and people eventually will be in fear. People already are in fear. And we need to make sure that this place is safe. Whether that be just making sure bullying and like protecting people from physical and verbal violence, whether that be stocking up on stuff like Plan B and like other medications that are planned to be banned nationwide, or even just like making sure everyone's mental health is fine. I mean, it's a tough time. We're in college. It's all new stuff, and a lot of people are stressed. And it's important to make sure everyone is at least okay at the end of the day. I want to thank everyone who is still here. I know everyone has classes probably today, and I know being here was not a required thing, and it wasn't even required for me to do this, but it's good to know that at least there's a group of people who are here for the unity and here for Alfred as a whole. I hope everyone has a very wonderful day. Stay safe out there. It's a difficult and changing time. Fiat Lux.